Hi, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your tarot and oracle card reading for the month of September 2021. So let's get right into what I picked up on so far. Before I start laying out cards, I just wanted to point out that I did see a mother figure show up. So maybe for some of you, very interesting. See the Queen of Swords here. Okay. So yeah, so I saw a mother figure, and what I kind of felt here was that you may have, this month may be a month where you may feel a bit overwhelmed from a mother figure in your life. So it could be your mother, it could be a mother-in-law, it could be, just someone that is older, someone that kind of has that motherly energy to them. It could be a boss that's kind of like an older female, something like that, where it kind of feels a bit overwhelming, or it kind of feels like you can't really get your work done, or you can't really focus on things because they're like needing a lot of things from you. So I think that this month is going to be about achieving a sense of balance, because I really like that we have the Justice card here crossing it. I kind of feel like it might be even a month where you find yourself kind of speaking up or speaking your truth or setting boundaries. Justice card is also, I've always seen as a boundaries card as well. It's kind of balancing the scales, making sure that things are fair. So that's going to be, I feel like, a significant theme for you this month is not allowing other people, specifically a mother figure in your life, to take up too much of your energy where it feels like it's depleting. That's going to be really important to kind of hold on to your own perception of reality as well. So it could be someone that comes in and starts to tell you stories about another person and just talks a lot, trying to kind of get you to come on their side, or trying to, that kind of trying to influence you in a way where it doesn't feel like you're allowed to have your own opinions and you're allowed to think for yourself. So a little bit overbearing is what I'm sensing. So just kind of be aware of that for this coming month, where you don't want to lose that sense of power. I feel like Aquarius, you may struggle to kind of hold on to your sense of autonomy, a sense of power this month. So that's going to be kind of important here. Yeah, Seven of Swords here. Yeah, so someone trying a bit of sneakiness, like a sneaky kind of energy here. Again, it doesn't have to be your mother. It could be, it's a mother figure. So it could be just, someone in your life that kind of has that older female. It could be someone who is a mother, but not necessarily your mother. So that kind of thing. But someone that plays that kind of role in your life where it really feels like it's very draining, and you can't really get, it almost feels more of like a distraction. Like you can't get your work done because they just keep calling you, or they just keep bothering you, or keep coming over unannounced, that kind of thing. So that's going to be kind of important. You're going to feel like you just want your own space from that person. It also feels kind of mentally as well. Like even if they're not there, they're not there physically, kind of like they're always on your mind and you can't get them off your mind. And that's a little bit irritating and agitating for you, because you just want to be able to just, be with yourself and enjoy your time. Like if you're with your friends, or, at work or something, and you can't focus because you just keep thinking about what this person said like a couple days ago. And it's really bothering you, getting under your skin. So, it's going to be a month where you're going to be focusing on how to like detach yourself from those cords. So you may be also working on a new project. You may be working on a new, you may be wanting to be focusing on like a new entrepreneurial idea, kind of figuring out, maybe inspired to do something. And that's what you've been kind of really focusing your energy on. I am seeing travel for some of you. Some of you may be traveling here, traveling to a new place, traveling to or traveling to a location where you can get your work done. Some of you may have already been doing that because this is in your past position as well. So Page of Pentacles, starting out on a new, it kind of feels like there's this new business that you guys started. For some of you, there's Ace of Pentacles as well, or a new career, new job, new line of work, something like that. Where you're really kind of focusing on how to build it. I think that it feels like you're studying how do I build this? But I really love that we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in your past position, because I always see these two cards as connected. when they're in the two cards that are in these positions, they always feel like are connected. So I feel like there's something that you could have been starting off with, something new, something different, or it could be kind of expanding on something that you already know how to do, but just kind of, I'm seeing like, there's something that you already know how to do, but you're switching it around and expressing it in a different way from the norm, so you're kind of making it your own, or putting your own unique spin on something and kind of making that into something completely different, which is really, really cool. Like you're using your creativity to create something else for yourself. And I love that we have the Ace of Pentacles here, because Ace of Pentacles is such a prosperous card. It's such a sign of hope, and there's like massive potential for a lot of abundance. So, anytime I see the Ace of Pentacles, probably one of my favorite cards in the deck, honestly, the Ace of Pentacles, it's because it's such a good luck. It's a good luck card. It's like a lucky break. It's very auspicious. It's an auspicious card. So whatever it is, you can use that as confirmation that whatever it is that you guys are working on in terms of work or creativity, even if you're like a new entrepreneur, there's an idea, run with it, because it does really feel like there's some significant potential there for a lot of abundance and prosperity and opportunities as well. I'm seeing like a lot of networking available for you. So kind of making those connections. I am hearing from Spirit that, right now, it just because of the way things are in terms of the world and just how everything is going, it's not you. Like if things are not kind of working out in the way that you want them to, or things are going a lot slower, I'm hearing from Spirit, don't take it personally. Like it's just that right now it's just chaotic, or there's just like a lot going on and people are kind of all over the place. There's just a lot of moving pieces. So things will settle. Things will kind of at some point reach this, it will smooth out a bit. And so this opportunities, this potential for abundance will come in, but I am hearing a delay. So I'm hearing a delay with that. So that comes with some hope with it, because it's not you, it's just the outer circumstances. So just hang in there. Don't give up on yourself. Don't think that you're doing something wrong, or you picked the wrong path, or you picked like the wrong line of work or something like that, because don't give up on yourself, because that potential is still there. So I wanted to point that out, because Spirit wanted me to make sure that I told you that, because some of you could be doing something and just doesn't seem like it's working. So don't give up on yourself is what I'm hearing. Just keep going with it. It's just some things are not in our control. And yeah. Okay. Worries. Mental sphere. Yeah. I kind of feel like this has to do with this mother figure, or this person in your life that kind of is a bit overbearing, like someone that's kind of taking a lot of mental space, making you worry, and also maybe rehashing. I'm kind of feeling like wants you to make a decision or a choice about something that you're not ready to make, or it could be someone that triggers some anxiety within you. So I will pick some clarifying cards for those as well. So we'll look more into that. But I am seeing that there is kind of like a person in your sphere that could be a little bit intrusive in your thoughts. Present situation for Aquarius. Present emotion. All right, boundaries. Yes. Okay. So 7 of Wands here is boundaries, being able to set those boundaries. Okay, so what I heard was with the 7 of Wands here in your present emotions is that, it's not easy sometimes to set those boundaries, because it could be someone that you love, someone that you want the best for, but it's just kind of like, but you need to kind of stay in your space, right? Like it's just trying to get that message across. Like it's almost like you have to do this to protect yourself, but you don't want to hurt that other person. That's kind of like the energy that I'm picking up on here with 7 of Wands, because it could be someone that you do love, that you do care about, but they just kind of tend to creep into your space too much. And they kind of overtake it a little too much. And so you're not wrong for setting those boundaries. You need to set those boundaries. It's going to be important for you. And also like to speak your mind, to say that this is inappropriate, or, this is not okay for you to put this on me, or for you to consistently come to me and say these things to me, or try to get me to like be on your side, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I'm also hearing that with the Queen of Swords, that if it's not necessarily a mother figure, again, I say it could be someone who is a mother, but not necessarily your mother, but kind of has this like overbearing energy, kind of is very controlling maybe, and wants kind of a little bit selfish. Seven of Swords is also a very, sometimes it can be someone who's selfish, someone who wants everything for themselves and doesn't really think about how it affects other people or what it takes away from another person. So yeah, there's kind of a little bit of a warning here with that kind of energy. Okay, beautiful. So we have, in your environmental sphere, we have the Page of Wands. So this is creativity. This is, having these really out of the box ideas, or kind of doing things your own way is what I'm hearing. Page of Wands, having like your own unique signature on something and standing out and being unique and different. And I kind of feel like that's going to be, play a significant role in terms of your work this month of September. In your hopes, dreams, and desires, a Page of Cups. I'm kind of feeling like you're wanting to attract some new connections, some new relationships here. This could also be an opportunity for a renewal in romance as well. It could also be, there's a couple different messages with the Page of Cups, depending on your situation or who you are. I also saw Page of Cups can also be a kind of like an immature energy as well. Pages are usually children. They're usually individuals who are either kids or who are very childlike in nature or maturity level. So I think that, if this could also be these, this energy here where we have someone that's a little bit selfish and just kind of immature in their emotions, kind of childlike a bit. Okay, and then at the final outcome, we have the Ten of Wands, and that's like carrying a heavy weight. It's like carrying too much on your shoulders where you can't really see ahead, you can't see in front of you, and it's almost like not weight. It's almost like weight that's not yours to carry. It's like I almost kind of feel like you learn to carry this weight, but you don't need to. It's not something that you need to do. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Five of Pentacles. So trying to get out of a sense of lack is what I'm hearing, is that there's this energy or this vibe of feeling like you don't have enough, feeling kind of out in the cold, feeling like something was not given to you that looks like it was given to everybody else is what I'm hearing. So you're trying to, I'm hearing like you're trying to find a way to build that for yourself. So there's this real like pulling yourself up by the bootstraps type energy this month. Like you're really honing in on your skills, your talents, and really wanting to create something for yourself. And I kind of feel like it has some kind of tie with also being free from these cords or these attachments from maybe toxic people or toxic situations, wanting to really stand in your own light, wanting to stand in your own power, and balancing those scales for yourself. I really feel like you're taking control of your life this month. And in spite of these overwhelming energies of, someone kind of taking up that mental space, it's like you're also seeing it happen as it's happening. Like you also know the truth about maybe of a person, like that the person's like this, and you're doing your best to try to not allow it to hinder your growth, hinder this. Like you want to get out of this Five of Pentacles. You want to get out of this sense of lack. You want to feel like I have everything too, and I can build things for myself as well. It's funny. They're pointing me to the Ten of Wands with this Five of Pentacles. And what I'm hearing is that these two are connected. So it's almost like because it's almost like this, that there might have been people, or there might have been like this programming where people have asked you to carry their weight for them. It's almost like you're so busy carrying everybody else's weight that you ended up being left out in the cold. So I kind of feel like I'm hearing from Spirit that putting this weight down will also automatically release you from this Five of Pentacles. So it's almost like I feel weird kind of saying this, but maybe it's almost like not caring It could be that we're we're also carrying a lot of other people's weight, but what will help you put it down is to not care. I think that sometimes some people take advantage of your kindness, or they could be taking advantage of the fact that you're so empathetic, or you're so caring, or you're so they'll take care of me. They'll do this for me. They're so friendly. They're so kind. They're so nice. And so people like this, who are kind of selfish and self-serving, will take advantage of that. And so you end up carrying everybody else's problems on your shoulders, and then they kind of move ahead in life. And then you're the one who ends up with this Five of Pentacles. And I think that, Aquarius, you're kind of getting to this place where you're like, I'm not going to carry this weight anymore, and I'm going to get myself out of this Five of Pentacles, and I'm going to build something for myself with this Ace of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. And you have set your boundaries as well here. So this is all about, and I love that we have the Justice card. So this is the only major arcana card here in the in your spread. And so this is all about balancing the scales. This is all about what is fair and what am I owed, and what is, where am I being taken advantage of? Let's do a clarifying card for the Justice and the Queen of Swords, please, for Aquarius. Star, beautiful. I love that. Okay. So another major arcana card. Star is a beautiful card. It's the card of hope. It's the card of wishes. It's the card of faith. And having faith that this will balance, that this will work out for you, that you will overcome this. You will. I think that I'm hearing that it's just a matter of you being able to give yourself permission to put this weight down. You don't need to carry it. People will make you feel guilty. They will. They'll make you feel like you need to carry it and that you're a bad person if you don't. But you do not need to carry this, because it's not yours to carry. They just don't want to carry it themselves. That's what it is. And you have to be able to give yourself permission to put it down and not feel guilty about it, because the guilt is what causes that Nine of Swords. The guilt and the shame is what causes Nine of Swords. It's what causes us to doubt ourselves. It causes us to stay up at night because you're a good person, right? Good people are the people that a lot of times feel this immense amount of guilt and shame because they have that conscience, they feel it. They feel empathetic. So it's like you feel bad that, look, did I do something wrong? And you didn't do anything wrong. So it's kind of like, this is all about releasing yourself from that mental prison. This is very powerful. This is going to be a powerful month. This is about choices and and being able to, I'm hearing from Spirit that it's not actually just about choices, that there is going to be something that shifts for you and Spirit's going to help you. So I'm hearing, from the Star card, ask for Spirit's help to resolve this issue. So if there is something that just feels like I'm trying to set my boundaries, but they're not listening, they keep, coming into my sphere, they keep doing this thing and I don't like it, it's ask for Spirit's help. Ask for Spirit to remove this obstacle out of your way, or ask Spirit for assistance for this situation, and it will come this month. Okay, clarifying card for the Seven of Swords. Hierophant. Oh, beautiful. Okay, now we're getting all these major arcana cards. So Hierophant, again, Hierophant is turning, pretty much in this reading, is turning to source. It's turning to Spirit. Again, this is confirmation from what I just heard, is ask for help. Ask for Spirit's help with the Seven of Swords. There is something that's being brought back into balance for you. There is something, maybe someone actually comes to light, is what I'm hearing, that maybe this toxic person or something, they may be called out on them, something may be called out about them, or, their true intentions or how they really are, or, something might be revealed. So it's kind of like you actually don't have to do anything. It's like, let Spirit take care of it. So if there is someone toxic in your life, there may be some significant progress in that place in your life, or in that area, in that relationship, where Spirit kind of comes in and orchestrates a situation where you are kind of freed from something, or you free yourself from that prison. Okay, Page of Pentacles for Aquarius. Magician. Beautiful. Yes. Okay. So Magician is This tells me, Aquarius, that you are more than qualified for the path that you're walking. You have what it takes. Magician is knowing all your skills, all your talents and abilities, where you shine, where your strengths are, and being able to put them into practice in a practical way, like being able to make use of them, capitalizing on your skills and talents. And you know how to do that. You have what it takes. Don't doubt yourself and don't give up on yourself, is what I'm hearing. You do have what it takes. Don't allow other people to tell you you can't do something or you don't know how to do something. Don't let people doubt you. Even if other people doubt you, you don't doubt yourself. Okay, that's going to be really important for you this month. You don't doubt yourself. I love how all these clarifying cards are major arcana cards. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. Six of Water. Okay, let the past go. You need to let the past go. I feel like this is Six of Water is like, so Six of Water in this deck, I kind of feel like is ruminating on the past. It's about being stuck in the past, kind of feeling like this remorse or lament about the past. Sometimes Six of Water could also be emotional, like reliving good memories as well. So there's kind of like, a couple of meanings that I'm sensing with this card here with the Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, I think here I'm hearing that Spirit wants you to think back at a time when you had the abundance that you wanted. And what were you like what were you doing in your life at that time, or what was the energetic space you were in, and trying to cultivate that and bring that back into your life. So kind of focusing your energy on the time in your life where this abundance or this happiness, or you felt connected. You felt connected to your dreams, to your hopes, to your wishes, and you felt like you could accomplish them. What was that? When was that? And, what were your thoughts at that time? So kind of trying to match yourself back to that time where, things did work out. How did you manifest that? So this is about manifesting. So, and then another message here is kind of staying stuck in the past where you can't move forward. And so I hear from Spirit is that if we can let go of some of the stories that we tell ourselves of, I don't have enough, or I'm never going to be enough, or I did this in the past, so that's why I'm never going to have this in the future. So kind of like letting go of this. And it's really funny because I'm seeing her stuck in between these two rocks, and I heard being stuck between a rock and a hard place. And it's kind of like keeping yourself stuck there. You just keep looking at this one reflection that's focusing on the past and not giving yourself permission to move forward into a new phase in your life. So this is going to be important to let go of the past and forgive yourself for whatever mistakes you feel like you've made in terms of career, or however you feel like you ended up here in this place in your life right now. It's going to be important for you to do some of that self-reflecting, or maybe some of you are doing some of that self-reflecting already because this is in your past position. So letting some of that go and being able to make something new or different for yourself that has so much possibilities and so much potential here. You are on the right path. This is confirmation. The Ace of Pentacles is confirmation that you're on the right path. And it's kind of just allowing yourself to not tell yourself those self-limiting stories. Okay, Nine of Swords. What are we worried about? Wow. Beautiful. Okay. This is really interesting because Aquarius, I kind of feel like you're scared of this, but you like it at the same time. This is both. This is something that it's almost like the Tower card is, yes, the breaking down of a foundation. And yes, it could be kind of shocking. It could be uncomfortable. It could be, sometimes we don't feel like we're ready for it. Things that have just always been there, and that's what we're used to, and that's who we've always been, is now changing. And I think that Aquarius, you want things to change. But it's scary at the same time because sometimes with change comes with the truth being revealed. So it's like maybe you have to tell the truth about how you really feel about something. And that's something that you've always been afraid to do because of the repercussions. But at the same time, you keeping that truth to yourself and not saying it is eating you up inside, right? It's causing like this 9 of Swords. Spirit is helping you to free you from this 9 of Swords. You're comfortable here because this is what you know. You've learned to just survive there. You've learned to just be like, this is what I'm just going to be this because this is what I know how to do. It's too scary for some things to come out into the light. With the Tower card, I kind of feel like there's this energy of the truth coming out to light. And it could be the truth that you're telling yourself finally, right? Like you're finally admitting to yourself, I don't like this person. I don't want them in my life. Or I don't like this job. I really want to leave. And I just pretend that I like it because I'm supposed to like it. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's like finally telling yourself the truth. And it's going to really help you to, it's like scary, but at the same time, it's freeing. It's that kind of energy. So this Tower card is like this big, like admitting to yourself something really significant and important, but there's a reason that you've been keeping it undercover. Like it's too scary to admit to yourself. But it's almost like, but if you keep on that trajectory, if you keep hiding this truth from yourself and maybe from other people, it's gonna keep this like mental turmoil or emotional turmoil will just keep going, and it's not meant for you. You're not meant to live your life like that. Like Spirit wants you to be happy. So I think that this is going to be really important for you to keep that in mind, that if it feels like things are kind of breaking down, to take a look at the situation and ask yourself, but if you were to really ask yourself and tell yourself the truth that, you know, isn't this kind of what you want without really, you know, like if there's someone that's kind of like, I want to be closer with you or something, but you really don't like that person. You've always kind of just kept them at arm's length. And now you're being forced to just kind of be like, oh no, I'm sorry. I just don't want to be closer with you. That kind of thing. Like you have to tell the truth, because if you don't, then they're going to like encroach in your space. And so that's what I feel like is about the 7 of Wands here, with setting those boundaries. You know, maybe we're just afraid to set boundaries with certain people because we feel obligated to keep them in our life, or we're obligated to say yes to them all the time when we really, really don't want to. Or it could be a career, you know, it could be a job where, you know, it's just always what's been expected of us to do that. And it's really secretly inside just causing so much unhappiness. And now it's kind of a time where we're ready, where Spirit's kind of like, well, it's time for you to tell the truth. I think this card, with the Tower card, this is about truth. This is about telling the truth to yourself, to admitting it to yourself, and making a choice, making a decision, you know, and not being on the fence about something. But there's a reason we're sitting on the fence. It's because it's scary, right? So now it's kind of like Spirit's like pushing you, like, all right, time to make a choice, time to choose. No more sitting on the fence. Okay, 7 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. That is so beautiful, because 7 of Fire is the same card as 7 of Wands. So boundaries. This is about boundaries. But with the 7 of Fire in the Good Tarot, it's also about not being afraid of your individuality, not being afraid of being alone. You are independent, and you are like a survivor. You're not afraid of this. Like, you're not afraid to do things on your own. So if I have to set my boundaries and cut a bunch of people out of my life or leave something, and if that means that for a period of time I'm going to be on my own, or I'm going to be the only one who has my own back, then so be it. And I think that you're going to have that kind of fire this month, Aquarius. I feel like you're going to have that bravery and that courage to say, this is not worth me sacrificing my integrity for. just to keep you in my life, or just to stay at this job, or, live in this place, or however that applies. It's about, being more authentic and being connected to your integrity, and not allowing those compromises that really compromise like yourself at a deep level, where it's just, I can't do that. And sometimes that comes with being a little bit of a, you kind of need to be on your own if that's what it comes to, where there's this transition phase where a whole bunch of people leave your life, or it just there's a big shift. But I kind of see you, Aquarius, being okay with that. You're going to go confidently in a new direction, not fearing what Spirit has in store for you, because I kind of feel like, Aquarius, you know that this is the right way. I really feel like you're being guided, and I feel like you're really listening to your instincts, and you're listening to your own intuition and your own guides and your own path that you need to follow. And you're okay that if it doesn't make sense for other people, like that's okay for you. Right? Like you're not afraid. I'm not seeing that you're afraid of this. I see you being very brave this month. Okay. Page of Wands. 5 of Air. Beautiful. Okay, so again, not getting too swayed by other people's opinions. I kind of feel like you do have something very unique and different that you're bringing to the table. And I kind of feel like there might be some people that are around you. They're like, what is Aquarius doing? Why is she doing it like that? Or why is he doing it like that? And it's just kind of like not being too focused on other people's opinions, other people's stuff. I mean, 5 of Air is walking away from people that don't support you, or people that kind of second guess you. It's like having that sense of balance and control because you are centered within yourself. And that will help you in kind of shining your unique light. I think that this month is going to be all about authenticity for you, Aquarius. There's going to be a strong drive for you to really stay connected to what honors you. What honors you this month. Okay, Page of Cups. Queen of Earth. I heard stand your ground. So again, stand your ground and kind of like assume this non-reactive. I kind of see you being non-reactive this month. Like even if there's kind of like some immature energy that's around you, you're kind of staying in your power and you're taking control of the situation, and you're not allowing other people to manipulate or control your emotions is what I'm feeling. With the Queen of Earth, I kind of feel like it's funny because it's not Queen of Water, but I am seeing that there's a strong emotional aspect to the Queen of Earth. There's like this power, like you're in your power, and you're not going to allow maybe some of more of this immature energy or other people to kind of sway you that have a lot of opinions or something like that. Like there's this desire to really stand strong in yourself. Okay, let's see what we got coming up for 10 of Wands. Clarification for the 10 of Wands. I'm hearing the word rest, needing to rest. Take frequent breaks of rest this month. Okay. With the 10 of Wands, I have the 9 of Earth. Beautiful. I think that you need to there's with the 9 of Earth, I'm hearing is reclaiming your abundance. It really feels like you've been distracted, that other people have been distracting you, or other problems or issues, like things that you've been carrying that you don't need to carry have been distracting you and taking you away from your abundance. Taking you away from staying in your power. The earth energy for your reading, Aquarius, feels more like it's about power than it is about like money or, getting paid or promotions or that kind of more tangible physical stuff. It feels more like your stability, your power, your foundation. And it kind of feels like you've been distracted. Like it's almost like people have been distracting you, or there's been these like manipulative energies that have been trying to take you away from that so you don't focus on your abundance. Beautiful. Emperor, the bottom. So Emperor sometimes could show up as like a father figure for some energies. I'm not sensing father figure for this reading. What I'm sensing is you are taking that Emperor status. And, the Emperor sometimes has to be a bit stern, has to be assertive, has to be authoritative even, especially when it comes to unruly characters. So I think that in the month of September, that sometimes we need to kind of put our foot down with certain individuals or certain, dynamics where, people can know, this is my boundary and you cannot cross this boundary. It's not okay. So I kind of really see you taking more of this Emperor stance this month where, you kind of just need to almost, in a nutshell, put someone in their place. Okay. What is a guidance card for Aquarius? Oh, beautiful. Okay. Wizard of Awareness. Trust your instincts this month, Aquarius. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition, which I know you will do. I think that with the Wizard of Awareness, I think that it's about kind of watching where your, I'm kind of feeling like taking an observational position will be very beneficial for you this month. So if you have an opportunity, like if, for example, if someone texts you, sends you a text, it's actually kind of beneficial for you because you have time to respond. Like if it's over the phone or a face-to-face conversation, sometimes you have to, have an immediate response. But if you have that opportunity where someone tries to start something with you over a text message, take some time to figure out what your response will be, because you may want to just react over something that triggers you. But if you kind of take a step back and really read the words, it's kind of like you can find a better response that will put you in a place of conserving your energy and conserving your power. So this is not about overpowering another person. This is more about not giving too much information unnecessarily to another person, so that they don't need to know. So it's kind of like being able to take a step back and not respond right away, so you can have a better response that helps you stay in your power. And so they, it's kind of like they can know their place, with as much grace and compassion as we can possibly be towards another person. So that's what I'm feeling with the Wizard of Awareness. It's more of just watch, just see and watch. Do I really need to insert myself in this situation, or do I really need to say something, or, does it really seem like this is where I'm needed, or I need to, it's more about watching and waiting and seeing where your energy is best served. And I feel like doing this has something to do with propelling you forward in your career. Because I feel like it's what's blocking you. It's almost like if you feel blocked in your career, I feel like your relationships is actually contributing to that. So it could be the people around you. It could be these dynamics. And again, it could be these long-held memories. It could be these stories that just are on repeat, that just keep playing over and over and over again, that keep us locked in into that cycle. So this is all about kind of breaking those foundations down, releasing them, and, starting something new and different for ourselves. Okay, what is Aquarius's challenge for this month? What is Aquarius being challenged to do in September of 2021? New beginnings. Yeah, and I think this is in your challenge position, because in order to have those new beginnings, it's some things need to come to light. Some things need to break down. So it's like the end of that, like that breaking down, is positive because we have a new beginning, and that's what's happening right now. And that's why it may feel a bit uncomfortable, but it's for the better and it's for your good. Like this is something you know that you need. It's just we've been putting it off because it's a bit hard to do. But it's time is what I'm sensing. It's like the time is here for you to choose. What is it that you want? You know? Because maybe the way that we've been approaching things hasn't been working. And it's time to shift. Okay, what can Aquarius look forward to in the month of September 2021? What can Aquarius look forward to in the month of September 2021? Oh, okay. Couple cards here. Delight. Oh, beautiful. Love that. Purification. Yes. And action. Wonderful. Okay. So I kind of feel like, and we have this one as well. Gateway. Okay. So delight. Beautiful. I really feel like, you may be really enjoying, you may find yourself in a flow with your work, taking delight in some, okay. So I'm seeing that you may actually feel a sense of, with this Tower card, as things are kind of breaking down and things are starting to release, you're starting to release this weight, you're going to start to feel lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter every day. So it's not like this one, you're going to wake up one morning and you're light, but it's that, there's this shedding, you're shedding off of a lot of weight that you yourself know that this is not helping me. This is not helping another person. It's time to let this go. So it's kind of like being real with yourself and finally admitting to yourself that I cannot hold on to this thing that's been holding me back for so long. And you've been doing that work. So it's kind of like this gradual decline of heavy emotions or heavy memories or heavy experiences and relationships and cords that are just ready to go. They're ready to be released. And that goes with the purification. So you're being purified, you're being cleansed. A lot of that energy that just no longer is serving you, and you're ready to let that go. And then being able to release all of that will help you to step into a new timeline, into a new path, into a new paradigm for yourself. Where I'm hearing that you'll look back and you might not even be able to recognize yourself, where, the things that you would used to do years ago, you would never even think to do that to yourself now, type thing. Like, why did I hold on to that for so long? That was so unnecessary. Because it didn't turn out to be as bad as I thought it did. Sometimes we think that we hold on to things because it's going to be the end of the world if we let it go. And then we let it go and things turn out great. And we look back and we're like, what was I so scared about? Right. So it's kind of that kind of energy is what I'm sensing. And then action. So the lighter we feel, the more energy we'll have. Pretty much. And having that energy allows us to fuel that energy into our creative projects, into our future, into the things that we want to manifest for our life now. So those are the things that you're going to get to look forward to. It's just growing pains is what I'm hearing. It's growing pains. It's necessary. It's a breaking down of things that are not working. And I think the only reason it's hurting or it's a little bit unpleasant is because it's just been there for so long. And that's what you know. And it's time to kind of entertain the idea of something different and something new for yourself. Okay, one more card here. Pick an animal totem. What is Aquarius's animal totem for the month of September 2021? Sometimes life stinks. Wasp spirit. I'm going to read the message for Wasp spirit here because I really kind of feel like this is pretty much what I've been saying the entire reading is, sometimes that it's like taking a look at where these wounds are and being honest with ourselves about who's really kind of causing this, because it could be someone significant in our life, and being honest with ourselves about where we want that relationship to go or where we want that dynamic to go. Or it could be something that, like, even if it's a career or a job where you felt like I thought that this is what I wanted to do, and I put all my energy and all my effort into this, and now it kind of feels like it's just not there anymore. Like that passion is not there anymore, that interest is not there anymore. And I think that this might be a time for you to take a second look at that and see where am I transforming into? Like, what direction is my interest going in now? And that's okay that things change. That was what we were so passionate about before is now changing because we're changing as people. And so that's not resonating anymore. And so there's kind of like an emotional grief that comes with that shift is what I'm hearing. So, but let me read the message for Wasp Spirit here. Okay. Not all that Spirit creates in nature is easy to love, but when we look through the eyes of Wasp Spirit, we recognize that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for pain, just as there is a purpose for wasps in the natural world. Wasps keep insect populations down, supporting the growth of plants. So too, the sting of life may hurt, and you may feel deeply disappointed or even resentful that Wasp Spirit has shown up. But you will soon come to see that Spirit has something wonderful in store for you. You may well come to realize that being stung led to something far better than you had envisioned for yourself. Perhaps behind the scenes, Wasp Spirit was conspiring with Spirit to ensure that you could grow something of value to you. Spirit has a plan, and Wasp Spirit plays a part. Have you ever looked back and been glad your prayers weren't answered because the path you took led to something far better? Wasp Spirit is a reminder to reflect on those times, for today's sting may hurt, but something better awaits you. I love that. And I think that perfectly sums up the message for this reading. So you have some amazing things on the horizon, Aquarius. You're just going through a transition period. And so take care of yourself. Take it day by day. And you will start to feel, just know that you're going through this purification process. And you're gonna pass with flying colors. Okay, Aquarius, I hope you have a good September. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you for the month after. Bye.